Or Draft Day Sports, college basketball 2020. I'm trying to bring you guys some of the pro football game as they work through the development and improve it. But, at the end of the day, I'm just a dude from Kentucky and we love our college basketball. So here we go. More college basketball. And guys, this time I've moved on. We started off with Florida A&M. We took a couple of years at Tulane, had a couple of real nice players in Higgins and Triple H. What was it, Hughes? Who was the shooting guard? Agalia will know it. He was total team shooting guard, whoever he was. But we moved on to Nebraska. Guys, we're in the Big Ten. It's getting legit. So, Nebraska is probably where we're going to stay for the rest of however long I stream on this college basketball game. So, what we got to do is get some recruits in here because this team looks awful. They have 2 guards, 1 power forward, kind of. They got nothing. So we're completely rebuilding the Nebraska Cornhuskers, and I said we give it 3 or 4 years, and we should be rocking out in the Big Ten and making NCAA tournaments and all that good stuff. So I know that we've already got our reports ordered. We already got our summer plans, our summer travel scheduled. So all that there's left to do is get out here and recruit. So let's do it. We got 4 scholarships, more than enough to completely rebuild this squad. So let's get over here. We want to look in the Great Plains. We'll take the full list of... We'll start off with point guards. If I could get... I've got 4 scholarships. I could leave out something in the middle. I need a point guard. I need a center. We can miss out on one of the other 3, so we'll see. What in the world is this sorted by right now? Points per game, maybe? No. Overall. Oh, yikes. What in the world? What am I looking at here? There's something wrong. There's no way the best point guard in the Great Plains is 143. What am I looking at, Chris? I'm screwing something up. This is the entire Great Plains region. There's no way there's this few recruits. What am I doing wrong? Great Plains region, full recruit list, all recruits, high school and JUCO. This can't possibly be right. Maybe it is. Yeah, I know I'm by position, but it seems like every position is awful. Like, you would assume that Great Plains would have, 2 or 3 5-star guys. Well, maybe just 1 at each position, but geez. It's looking slim. But let's go ahead and add anybody basically in the top 100. And then... I'm pretty sure I also got the Midwest report. So we'll jump over to Midwest and grab those guys too. So let's get our centers. But the best power forward in this region was 160 or something ridiculous. Look at the power forwards. Best one's 104. And he's a 2.3 GPA. He may not even qualify. We might have to go to the Midwest for that. I don't know that they're... I guess I can add some of these power forwards. 2, 3, 4. We'll add those 6. Is this maybe I'm just... I could be a little bit spoiled by recruiting in the Southeast region, because I do think the Southeast has ridiculous talent over and over and over. Now, small forwards, there's a handful of top 100 players here, so we're good to go there. We're just going to have to reach into that Midwest for some big men for sure. Yeah. Camp data will definitely be huge here. Try not to grab. I'm just grabbing like 5 or 6 guys at each of these positions. Look at this. The best point guard. 143 overall. Number 31. So there's 30 point guards that are better than anybody in this region. Okay. We'll see. I'm going to add 5 of them. I'm also going to jump over to the Midwest. Oh. Hold on. No. We don't have any interest here. I think I actually grabbed West Region Camp. Yeah. So I grabbed the Great Plains report, and I got the West. So, McKeever, yeah, you're on the list, boy. Oh, the West is full of talent. I don't know what the Great Plains is doing. The West knows what's up. Check out some small forwards. Oh, they only got one of those. I need some big men, though. We really need some big men. Oh, and they do not. The West does not deliver. The West does not deliver. We got nothing. The only 4-star guys at 2.3 GPA. That's total trash. Maybe they got us at center. Oh, yeah. 3.15 star. That's my boy. Look at the centers. Yes, sir. We'll take that. All right, so we got a nice little list built up. Let's run over here to our call watch list. Let's bring it over to all. Ooh, I don't think I got any international information. We'll check that out, though. Just check out all the positions. Got a couple of 5 stars. Let's go ahead and add them. What the heck? Maximilian? Love it. Oh, yeah. I think Maximilian Johnstone. That may be the best name I've seen in this game yet. I really, really like Maximilian Johnstone. So hopefully we can pull him in. All right. List is full. So, back over to the call watch list. Guys, I don't know how much I'm bringing you. Last Saturday, we did a bit of a super streamer episode. It was definitely way too much. I think I lost my voice. My wife yelled at me a lot. That was a big one. So we're not going to do that again. But I don't know if I'm just going to limit this to just the recruiting, because the only thing that's really going to hold me back is the start of this Louisville football game, and I don't think it's till about 7:30. So we'll see how this goes. We got our call watch list here. We're on all positions, so we should be able to just run through here and watch some film. So we'll kind of get started. And let's host a couple of these guys. Ooh, nobody wants to come. Riley, Walker, Roca from Argentina. Excuse me. Nobody wants to come. Half of these guys are from the Great Plains region. All right, so we are obviously in a better conference, but our school prestige is still garbage. So this will be a work in progress for sure, just like what we did at Tulane. Nobody wants to come in. Oh, we're actually out of it. Or no, we still had 2 visits. Just nobody wants to come in. Yeah, we got game day, Chris. We got game day in the Ville. Let's go ahead and advance. Let's see if we can get some camp information. Who did Lee Corso pick? I didn't get to watch game day. I had to take my kid to the zoo. All right, so we're a week in, and we did not generate much interest here. Mike Feaster, the only player that agreed to visit our campus, has no interest, so that didn't work out. Let's see how these camps go. So Jamal Clay from New Hampshire. James Clancy. There's Mike Feaster from Wyoming. Gilmore from Colorado, and Sarpy from Alabama. Okay. On the East Coast Jam, Sean L. Walker, Chris Hamilton, Adam Benoit, Ted Swanson, and Rashard Rice. Nothing at all from the Great Plains region. This might be the worst Great Plains region crop of players to ever come out. Alabama, Ohio, Alabama. What is ME? I'm guessing it's not in the Great Plains, so yeah, that's really rough. The only guy on that entire list that we've added to our recruiting list is the one that actually visited and didn't have a good time at all. So, I mean, we can keep him on the list. We'll see what happens, but not looking great. Not a great start, but you know what? We've only got like 30-something prestige. If it was easy, I wouldn't be doing it, so we're here because it's hard. We're here because Nebraska is not a traditional powerhouse. And we are going to fix that little problem. Let's get some film going. And we'll start making some calls. Where is Maximilian Johnstone? There he is, from Australia. I'm going to call him. This is my number one target, just because it seems fun. Alright, so he actually answered everything. We need to take a look and see what my coach's abilities are at, actually. So recruiting is up to 73. It's looking good. Looking good. Still no conference championships, no postseason championships. But that record's looking legit. And we don't have very high standards here. All we got to do is qualify for the NIT, top half of the conference, above 500. We can handle that. We can handle that pretty good. All right, let's get over here and fix this recruiting. Somebody needs to shout out to Agalia. Get him to pop in. I'd love to talk trash about him, because I know he'll see it one way or another, but it's more fun when he's live. Alright, so we got our West recruiting. Now we'll take our actual recruiting actions, and then we can pop over and check out the inbox, see what we got. So here's Las Vegas. Those are the recruits we had there. Okay. Cleveland didn't care for the visit. I am not sure that any of those guys are actually on our list. Let's see. Poole, Russell, Jolly. He was on there, right? Juan Jolly. Yeah. Dickerson, Fogler, Hamilton, and Davis. It's Hamilton or Jackson? Hamilton. All right. So Hamilton's on there. Jolly was also on the West list, but let's keep cruising. Because we already had all of that. Now let's get the camp. Nice. Thank you, Chris. Hopefully he'll pop in. We can get the camp data from Houston. Doug Cleveland, the MVP. David West. Heard of that guy. He was more of a power forward, as I recall. Ross Guerin, Marvin Jackson, Steve Strong. Let's see. So, Doug Cleveland's on our list. Duncan, was that one of them? West, Guerin, Jackson, Strong. Oh, it's not in alphabetical order. Never mind. We'll figure it out. What's up, Agalia? How's it going, my man? Hey, so I gotta get something straight here. Because it's been like 2 years since I've got any camp reports in the NCBA. And last year, I didn't even log in to like recruit players the first week of in-home visits. And I'm still within 10 of your garbage team. I mean, you won. I'll give you that. But like, I'm not even trying, dude. What are you doing? You got a lot to answer for, Agilia. How's that popcorn, Chris? All right, let's move on. I don't watch your videos. I make videos. Make the video for GM Games and maybe I'll watch it. We'll see. What was it? Alright, we actually got evaluations on everybody but Roca. So, let's just get some calls out. Oh, good try, Galia. How are you going to hold Tulane against me? That's low, dude. That's low. I had Tulane, like, fighting in the Sweet 16. Dirty pool, bro. Let's see how Maximilian's feeling. He really wants that school prestige, and we have none of it. Grab some of these other guys. Out of minutes. So we will move on forward. I'm sure it's really frustrating knowing that, like, if I ever logged on every single time and got all the reports and all the in-home visits and all that sort of thing, that, like, I would be beating you down. So, I'm sure that's frustrating. Guarantee. I made a guarantee during a 4-hour podcast, or during a 4-hour stream. There we go. Riley's coming in. Probably none of these others. Somebody has to want to... Oh, Hamilton's going to visit. Cool. Michael Duncan. Warm. Love it. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not logging in because I'm trying to give you guys a little bit of a head start. Because when I start going full bore, like, it's going to be over. It's going to make it real boring. To be completely honest, it's going to make the league totally boring. I'm just going to beat you every year so bad. So, trying to give you a little bit of a head start. You can ask for a new non-conference rival whenever you'd like if you're scared. I mean, if you're scared, just say it. Riley, we can still get program facilities. Nope. He wants us to DM the questions later. Okay. Try to get some of these areas unlocked so that we can get some so that we can, like, identify targets, take care of them, and then move on to the offer stage. Yeah, I was thinking you were the one that did the Colorado playthrough. That's the reason I didn't go for them. I thought it was a cool school. Like, I kind of like that color scheme, like the black and yellow, but I knew that somebody had already done it, and that's why I bailed out. Yeah, I think Nebraska will be pretty cool. Nebraska's kind of like Georgia to me. I mean, I kind of like anybody that has a similar color scheme to Louisville, but I also like the black color schemes. Colorado's cool. Vandy's actually pretty cool. I don't like Vandy's high academic requirements, so I try to stay away from them. Army's cool. I've got some college football, so I've still got the how long has it been since I did college football? 2014. I've got a season or a dynasty going with Army in NCAA 2014. So, this dude's got a terrible, terrible GPA. We need to get him off the list. No offers to him. But yeah, the red and black and yellow, that's pretty much where it's at for me. So July 25th, we can go another week before we really need to start looking for offers. Can we still call? No, we're out of minutes. All right, let's get some more camp info. All right, buddy. Hey, I appreciate you dropping by, even if it was just to talk a little bit of shit. You enjoy work, I guess, but enjoy the stream when you get back to it. And, good luck at work and all that good stuff. And I'll talk at you later. And definitely good luck in the league, because you better get to work over there. I'm going to take you out. So, can we get any of these guys? Oh, we're just running through a couple camps real quick. We don't have any visits available at the moment. The only bad thing with this Nebraska season, I don't even know if I want to. I don't know if I want to stream the first season. It's going to be wretched. Their team is so bad. So Riley visited and didn't care for it. All right, Duncan's coming in. Can we get Maximilian? No. I want that guy so bad. There we go. Leonard Hart. So nice to have the recruiting ability up high enough that they don't hang up every time you ask a question. It's very frustrating. I would actually fully support some kind of system where, if your recruiting ability was lower, where they would hang up on you, maybe it just costs more of your, phone percentage time or whatever, because the hang up mechanic is straight up annoying. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not, but I got dogs racing above my head. It's just nothing but puppy paws on the floor up there. All right. So we're moving into August, and it's time to start getting some of these offers out. Let's take a look at the inbox real quick. So a couple of guys kind of enjoyed their visit. Okay. Some people didn't think it was worthwhile. Awesome time. Michael Duncan. That's what we're looking for. So he's a shooting guard out of Kansas. And he was top 25 at Houston. He was decent at Indy. So guys, that's probably, yeah. That's our first scholarship offer. Let's take a look at our point guard situation. Tremendous work ethic. Top 10 at Indy. Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely jumping in on this. Let's call him. Come on, man. Thank you. So he's getting an offer for sure. We already offered a shooting guard. Let's take a look at the centers. Man, Riley is by far the best one. I mean, look at the points per game in comparison to the others. Look at the rebounds. Feaster and Riley, both of them visited. Neither of them cared for the visit. Hamilton is actually really interested. So let's see how he did. He was top 5 at Las Vegas. Yeah, we can go for that. The other guys may or may not be better. I don't think that a position to build around is necessarily the right way to do it. What I'm doing is I've got 4 scholarships, so I'm basically just giving one position away or something, I guess you could say. Like, we could build around any of these guys. I think Hamilton here. Hold on, let's click back into this. So, Hamilton was top 5 at Vegas. That's a pretty good camp. We're 100% offering him. You could offer Riley or Feaster, and both of them, even they may be better. Because you look at it, I mean, statistically, Feaster's not quite there on rebounds, but he's got more points. And then Riley beats him on both points and rebounds. But the thing is, like, Riley is a one and done, 100%. Feaster, he's in that top 25, so he could go pro early. Hamilton's a 4-year guy. And not only that, but he's a 4-year guy who's rebounding as well as a one and done. He's top 5 in one of the regional camps. He's warm on our program. So this is 100% where I'm throwing an offer out. So we're just trying to we're going for like best at each position that I can get. But also taking into consideration all those other things about how long these guys are going to be around. Like, if we got Riley, that's a great year for this program. But if we grab Hamilton, I mean, how many prestige points are these guys going to increase this program? If Riley does 10 points in a year, but Hamilton can get us 5 points over 4 years, we're offering Hamilton. So let's check out forwards now. We need a power forward and a small forward, and we only have 1 scholarship left. Albert Watson, I get really, really wary about these guys who, even though they have good points per game, like when they have zeros in these statistics, it worries me. It just worries me, and I try to avoid that. So we can check how they did at camps. So he was decent at Houston. Didn't stand out. Let's check out our small forwards. Oh, we're going to get a lot better here. So Leonard Hart is actually a 4-star. And he's got a lot of interest. And he's got tremendous work ethic. And he was top 25 at Houston. So that's looking really, really good. That's probably our offer. We can check these other guys, though. So Gilmore was top 5 at Indy, but he really, really has no interest. Roca out of Argentina has no interest. Strong was top 5 at Houston. I wonder if we could pull him. If you compare him to Hart, he's got way, way more rebounds. Can we... No, he's not going to come in. All right, so Leonard Hart, top 25 at Houston. We're just going to roll with that. Because what we're really trying to do here is build this program. This program has absolutely nothing. So we're going to offer him. Let's see if we can unlock some other categories here. Oh, no, we're out of minutes. All right, let's move forward. We still got like 3 weeks left. All right, now Roca out of Argentina has popped up, but he still won't visit. So what I'm going to do is just grab the guys that we've made offers to and make sure we have everything unlocked. And then we'll skip ahead to in-home. Missed the last one with Hart. Come on, man. Talk about facilities. Thank you. Jeez. I'll talk about your parents just because you made me call back twice. Let us jump over. Hit the point guards. Right, he's unlocked. I kind of want to unlock Maximilian Johnstone too, though. I love this guy. I love that name. He's unlocked. Shooting guard. He's visited. He's offered. Ooh, we still got a few things. All right, we got that one done. Let's get another week down. All right, Michael Duncan is unlocked. Oh, look at that. We're number 1 on Duncan's list. Hell yeah. Where are we on McKeever's list? Are we even on it? No. All right, so we're number 1 on that shooting guards list, which is really awesome. Leonard Hart. We're number 1 on Leonard Hart's list. Looking good. Looking good. We're taking these Cornhuskers straight to the top. And Hamilton. Oh, we're not on Hamilton's list. That's all right, though. That's all right. We're not going to worry about that. Let's skip ahead. We got about 2-3 weeks. We're going to skip right ahead and jump into these in-homes. I think we're bringing in at least 3 of these guys. At least 3. I wouldn't mind grabbing one of those guys, one of those centers that's a little bit more highly rated, but I mean, like I was saying before, either one of those could go after a year, and this Hamilton's going to be around for years. I mean, he'll graduate, so he's moved down a little bit now. Edmund Wall has actually moved up ahead of him, but that's all right. We're not going to worry about that. He's a hardworking kid. He was top 5 at Vegas. That's our dude. Let's advance one more week. Yeah, we're turning all these dudes. We're turning all these guys. Oh, Edmund Wall committed early to the Zags. So, Hamilton. He wants to hear about location. He's out of Wyoming. We could probably do better with either playing time or conference prestige. The Big Ten is the most prestigious conference, at least at the start of the game. I doubt it's changed that much in 8 years. Playing time or conference prestige? Let's give him the conference prestige. Oh! Guys, this is a first. Not only in streaming, not only for GM Games, but this is the first time ever Leonard Hart committed. Leonard Hart committed without anything. I've never had that happen. The only thing that's ever happened in the first week is guys going to other schools. This guy just committed to us without even an in-home visit. He committed the first week. I've never had it. That's awesome. So we just landed a small forward, and if we bounce out of here and take a look, he's a top 100 player, a top 25 at his position, 4 stars, averaged almost 20 points a game. Very good evaluation. I mean, these are the kind of guys that you build programs around. I mean, he's not the number 1 or number 2 overall prospect, but number 1 and number 2 overall prospects go pro early. This guy's going to be here for 4 years. So Leonard Hart, 100%. This guy is going to end up leading Nebraska to at least a Sweet 16, guarantee it. Let's see about our other 2 positions. So Michael Duncan is still uncommitted. He really wants to hear about playing time and location. He's out of Kansas. We're definitely running location here. We're way, way up on his list. Hopefully that goes well for us. Over here at point guard, McKeever. And this guy could be one and done. But he, if you take a look, he was top 10 at Indy. So even if he's one and done, like, it would work out for us. His highest interest is school prestige. We cannot compete there, but conference prestige is second, and we definitely can compete there. So let's jump in with some conference prestige. Now, we still actually have one visit left because our boy committed early. So I'm giving it to Maximilian Johnstone. I mean, I love this dude. He's into school prestige. He's also into facilities. We'll pitch him facilities. So, I mean, we don't have an offer out, so he's not going to commit. But if McKeever commits elsewhere, which I definitely think out of the 3 remaining offers that we have, McKeever's probably the least likely that we get, Johnstone would be a great backup. So we'll do that, and let's go ahead here and check our inbox in advance. There's Leonard Hart. Man, it's so cool landing somebody without even making a visit. I've never done it. It's awesome. All right, we got 2 more decisions, guys. Duncan and Hamilton have both decided. Let's go see how the in-home visits went. So Johnston liked it. McKeever does not care for it. So good thing that we're working on Johnston on the side because McKeever isn't buying what we're selling. Duncan loves it. Hamilton might be in it. Whew! What do we got here? Ugh. Duncan. He's coming. Yes, sir. And Chris Hamilton, the big man, we need an anchor in the middle. Whether it's a power forward or a center, you got to have something in the middle, guys. So, is it going to be Chris Hamilton for 4 years as a Cornhusker? No! Shoot! He's going to Stanford. Shoot. So, we lost our big man. We got to fill that hole. Let's jump in here. Oh, McKeever now has no interest. So we're going to pull that scholarship, offer it to our boy Maximilian, and go in and pitch him facilities once again. Now let's take a look at our big men. Jesus. All right, so losing Hamilton is definitely not fun. I know Feaster played well at one of the camps. He was top 5 at Indy. God. Let's check out these lower ranked guys. So here we go. Fogler, top 5 at Vegas, top 25 at Indy. Fogler is definitely a baller. Let's go ahead and offer him. I mean, would I like to have Feaster? Yes. But he already visited, and he didn't have a good time. And what we're doing right now is building a foundation of a program. Eventually, you want to grab those top 5 guys and just have the best team every single year. But, like, we're coming into a program with 35 prestige. You got to build a foundation. So Fogler can 100% be that. We already offered him. Can we host him? No. He's really into location, and he's from Hawaii, so that doesn't work out for us. What does work out for us is that conference prestige is his second, so that's what we're pitching. We're also going to go talk to Feaster. He has no interest. He's from the West in Wyoming. I don't know if location would work for him. Let's go conference prestige. Being in the Big Ten, that's our best attribute. And then let's see. This guy didn't stand out at Houston. This guy was decent at Houston. So we can, I guess, go talk to this guy. Just in case worse comes to worse. All right, so we'll host him and visit him. But Really interested in Fogler at this point. What's our alert? All right, let's see how this goes. Oh, we got nothing in the non-conference. I'll take that. TCU, Washington, and Virginia. Washington can actually be pretty good. Depends on how their coach is. I could definitely take over Washington and do some serious damage. All right, so Fogler has no interest, but he's not committed elsewhere yet. So that's interesting. Keedy has some interest. We're in his top 10. And he was decent at Houston. So that's definitely a good backup option. You know what? It's not a backup option. That's a first option. Look at the rebounds per game. He's pulling 4 more rebounds per game. We'll take him. I mean, the thing is, you've got to have some inside players. You got to have somebody to go in there, grab some rebounds, get easy baskets. This is still a top 100 player, folks. And I mean, we're at Nebraska. We're not at Duke or North Carolina. So this could definitely be a player that can do some damage. I need him to quit hanging up on me. He does not want to talk about academics. There we go. All right, so he's in the location. We're close by. Let's go with that. Small forward, we already got. The shooting guard, we already got. And the point guard. We got to get our boy Maximilian Johnstone. Let's sweet talk him about our facilities. We still have a couple of visits left. Let's get some backups. That guy's terrible. Jolly, I think, was top 5, right? Yeah, he was top 5 at Vegas. So let's give him a call. Let's unlock some of this, see if we can... Oops. Assistant coach has already got that bit. All right, we are going to visit Jolly. And what will we talk about? Facilities. Coach discipline. All right. See how that goes. Down to $13,000. We're still doing all right. Oh, DeJuan Jolly. I still think Maximilian Johnstone is just like, how can you beat that? You can't. You can't beat Maximilian. Shoot. He committed to Dayton. We lost our other offer also. Johnstone to Dayton, Keedy to Tulsa. Think we still got one more week of visits. So let's get this offer out to Jolly. Oh, look at that, number 1 on his list. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Talk about facilities. There we go. We lost every center. Why is Tulsa pulling these guys in? Power forward is still pretty open. Now I'm still... Yo, what's up, Blazer? Glad to have you here, buddy. Saturday's going good. I took my kid to the zoo. We had a great time. We saw some gorillas and giraffes, and now we're doing a little bit of recruiting with some Cornhuskers. So we're trying to create a new dynasty here. The centers have been a lot of trouble so far. So we're going to see if we can grab a power forward. He was decent at Houston. Eddie Price did not stand out. And Hansen didn't stand out. All right, so what's up, Breeze? Glad to have you here, Breeze. Shoot. I mean, we're just looking at an absolute dearth of big men. I mean, maybe we can bring in Watson. I mean, he was decent at Houston. God, but I do not care for these guys with these zero statistics at all. Crosby was also decent. Let's bring in Crosby. Alright, so Blazer and Breeze are here. We're all good to go now. We were waiting for you guys to get on the whole time. Agelia was already here, but we didn't really want him. Alright, so Crosby is definitely getting the location pitch. There we go. Last week at in-home recruiting. Let's see if we can land that big man. Alright, we didn't land him, but he's still warm. He didn't commit anywhere else. And we've jumped up to number 3 on his list. So that's a good look for us. DeJuan Jolly, come on down, my boy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hold on. Let's take a look at this class. All right, so you got Leonard Hart. He's a top 100 small forward, top 25 at his position, 4-star. Michael Duncan is at 51 overall, number 8 shooting guard. And then DeJuan Jolly, just outside the top 100. He's only 5'5". But my boy's got some Nate Washington about him. He's going to be solid as could be. 4 stars. I'm feeling pretty good about this class. And again, this is one of those things where we're building a foundation. You're not sitting at Kentucky or UNC or Duke where you bring in 15 5-star players a year. Like, we're at Nebraska. And this is the recruiting class we got. This is a great start, great stepping stone. So let's jump over here and advance a couple weeks and see if we can get the info on this big man. Jump back over here into our power forwards, so we're still good. He hasn't committed. We're at 3rd on his list still. Let's see if we can get him. I think that I probably will cut this off at the start of games. No, actually, I'm just going to play it. Who cares about this season? We're just going to play it. It might be a little bit rough. I've had a long day already, but we're just going to roll through this season, I think, as far as I can go. Because none of these players are mine. I'm not invested in them. I just want to see whether or not this guy commits and what our team's going to look like for the next year. So it's kind of a weird year. When you switch schools, it's always kind of weird starting out. But we're going to go as far as we can, folks. I've still got, what time is it? 6 o'clock. I've still got an hour and a half before the Louisville football game starts. So we're going to push on. Hey Breeze, what's your single player game look like right now? Crosby will not commit. Been a little hard to get there. All right, we're starting to get our scouting reports. Our season begins, and now we start simming games. If this was a season I cared about, I would probably stream it another day, but we just need to get through this one, to be honest. I haven't got a new one since school started. All right, cool. There we go. I don't have any idea who these guys are, but they're doing work. Maryland apparently has a bunch of players that they want to give us news updates about. I am kind of interested to see how Tulane does this year, now that we're gone. Blazer, how are you only in Season 2 of Hawaii? I thought we talked about Hawaii like a month ago. You just running slow through that save? Uh-oh. Virginia Polytechnic Institute. Is that right? Polytechnic? Poly something. VPI. Oh, couldn't make it work. No worries. No worries. Utah Valley and Sacred Heart. Two schools I'd never heard of in my life. The Sacred Heart is actually it's a high school in Louisville. Oh, you're actually playing out the games. That's awesome. I guarantee that's way more immersive, right? Like, you get so much more attached to the players when you play out the games. Once I get this Nebraska squad going, I'm probably going to play out some of the games. Because I think this is like, I wanted to do a dynasty and like a career and then get to a stopping point when I hit a Power 5 program, and now we're there. So, once I get this squad built up a little bit, I'm probably going to play out some games. Woo! Whooped up on Norfolk State. Dang. With our garbage team. This team's so bad. Anybody in chat ready for some college football tonight? We got game day. The Louisville Cardinals, the Miami Hurricanes is going down in the ACC. I know we got to have some college football fans in here. Woo! UMass just took us out by 20. Ouch. I know we got some college football fans, though, that are jumping into the stream. I know you guys are ready to see this going on. I mean, game day, how much more real does it get than that? Louisville is... Their offense is very, very legit. Their defensive line has definitely got some work to do. They need a little bit more depth. They got some work to go. So their defense is probably going to be holding them back a touch this year. But the Louisville offense is got. I mean, if you guys are spending part of your Saturday watching me stream this game, you've got to spend part of your Saturday watching this Louisville offense. It's way more entertaining than I am, I guarantee it. Mikael Cunningham is a ridiculous quarterback. They got receivers all over the place. They got running backs all over the place. They're so loaded with athleticism. Such a fun team to watch. So make sure you tune in 7:30, Louisville and Miami playing a little college football. Oh, Blazer, you can't worry about the multiplayer league, man. It hasn't gone well for me either. And oh, there we go. It took out Tennessee State. Never mind. I was starting to get excited, but that's a terrible team. Kevin Willard, head coach of Maryland, really? Kevin Willard is an old Louisville guy. Anyway, you can't worry about the multiplayer league. Some of it is just like when you log on and when you're not logged on. Like if you're on every week, it's going to help you out. But also, I mean, there's a lot of luck involved in it. So definitely don't get down. If you're having a tough time in that league, part of it's random, part of it's luck, part of it's how much time you spend on it. I mean, most people are going to have a bad year. That's the way it goes. It's sort of the default. You know, most people in sports don't get the kind of year that they want to have. That's sort of relegated to one team a year. So you're all good. We're playing TCU. I've seen you in the chat, and I've been having a great time having you around, and I'm pretty sure that everybody else feels the same way. So 1 year's performance doesn't mean anything whatsoever. 1 year's performance means nothing. Just have fun, man. It's just there to have fun with. Oh, what a beatdown by TCU. What a beatdown. Yeah, Virginia. I'm sure Virginia will be dangerous eventually. Man, Virginia, did you see the Virginia-Louisville game like 2 years ago? Where Virginia was losing by like 5 with 4 seconds to go and won it. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere either, man. I'm sticking around in that league. They'll have to throw me out. Little Cal State Bakerfield coming into Nebraska. Let's see what happens. Oh, we took him out. Mike Cohen. I don't know who these guys are. That's the reason I'm just simming through this, guys. Like, I don't care who these players are. I didn't recruit them. I didn't coach them. I don't have anything to do with them. So, like, I could care less. I'm just trying to burn through this for real. Like, I want Nebraska to turn into a powerhouse. I'm going to turn them into the best team in the Big Ten. I'm going to turn them into the best team in NCAA history, but we are not doing it this year. This year doesn't count. I'm just clicking the button right now. Oh, UC taking out the Zags. The Zags looked like they're 4-4. Wow, tough times for the Gonzaga Bulldogs. Getting beat down. All right, Blazer buddy, enjoy. Go have your drinks, have some fun, watch some college football. Make sure you see those cards and those canes tonight. It's gonna be a heck of a game. But for now, we're still slogging through this Nebraska season. So we got Nebraska versus Washington. Now, I've actually played a lot with Washington State. I was trying to bring them up in the pack. And like Washington can be extremely dangerous. They're in a good conference. They've got a decent amount of school prestige, academics, all that sort of thing. So that I will virtually guarantee you we're losing this game. 18 points. I told you. Washington's very legit. If there's anybody out there that's not in the NCBA yet, that's wanting to join and looking for a program that can do some damage, Washington is a great program. I mean, you've got the entire West. You're basically recruiting against Gonzaga, maybe Arizona or UCLA or something, but I'm not sure those are user teams right now. Washington could pick up a lot of recruits in the West and do a lot of damage. So I'm not at all surprised they beat this Nebraska squad by 20. I would have been more surprised if it was a close game or if Nebraska had actually won. Just one more trophy on the mantle, one more whatever you want to call it, for the guys at Wolverine Studios. Simulating that game exactly right. Washington beat down the Cornhuskers. It's not going to be the case for long, but this year we're definitely going to eat it. No, Breeze, you didn't miss anything. I was just talking to Blazer a little bit about Virginia and his position in the NCBA and that sort of thing. So we're mostly just simulating to get through this year, honestly. I don't have any... Nebraska and Virginia. Somebody ping Blazer. Tell him to come back. We got Nebraska and we got the Virginia Cavaliers. Oh, recruiting went good. Hold on one short second. I'll be right back. Had to hit that mini fridge. But no, recruiting looked good. So let me cancel this and show you the recruiting class. So we got Leonard Hart. He actually committed to us prior to any in-home visits. He just committed right out of the box, which was a little bit interesting to me because I'd kind of gotten to the place where I was kind of the opinion that those guys that committed that first week were only ones that got bribed or whatever. But I didn't bribe anybody. He just committed. So that was cool. We got a really good small forward, Michael Duncan. Not quite in the top 50 nationally, but definitely another 4-star shooting guard. DeJuan Jolly was our third target at point guard. He's still a 4-star target. He's still just barely in the top 100, but he performed pretty well at camp. Hart and Duncan are both going to be really good players. Crosby, I'm not as sold on, We really needed a big man, and I got pretty screwed. Our big guys just didn't commit. They didn't care to commit. So that wasn't as good. Dewan Jolly, I mean, there were better point guard prospects, but he'll be good enough. And what I was talking about during this recruiting process is just building a program, building a foundation. Hart and Duncan, for sure, are guys you can build a foundation around. Jolly and Crosby, I don't think either of them are bad. So, like, this is the way, if you get 10, 12, 13, 14 guys on a roster like this, you're going to be fine. You're going to compete. You're going to go to Sweet 16s, probably Elite 8s. You're going to compete for conference championships. So, I'm perfectly fine with this roster. There's nobody in the Big Ten I'm scared of if we're bringing in guys like this. So, that's how recruiting went, Breeze. Now, he's probably going to miss it. He said he had to, his wife invited people over or whatever. So, here we go. Nebraska at Virginia. And let me just say again, we're about to get beat. We're not 17 points. We aren't prepared to play games like that. I'll need to bring these recruits in. All 4 of them probably need to start. And then it's still maybe another year or 2 before they're really ready to just throw down. But we're in the 2031 season. By 2033, Nebraska is going to be very legit. And we're taking over college basketball. I don't know how else to say it. Definitely better than any lame stuff that Agalia could do. I think it was 17 points. I want to say 76-59. Let's check. 76-59. All right. We're actually 4-5 on the season. That's awful. But again, I'm just simulating through this. I don't care. These aren't my guys. I didn't recruit them. You know, if there's anything y'all want to see or anything y'all want to talk about, shout it out in chat. I'm just sort of killing time until we get through this season and until this football game kicks off in about an hour. So, I guarantee I can wrap up this season before this hour expires. Oh, Arizona Notre Dame. That was an interesting game, 71-59. Oh, 4-5, nothing happening in this season. God, I'm glad I didn't recruit this team of losers, I guess. I mean, need somebody that understands how a round ball bounces. It's always really interesting. I don't know what the algorithm or what the deciding factor for who gets included in those like watch lists to the side, like as you simulate games. I'm guessing it's just highly ranked recruits, but I'm not certain. It's always interesting though. Oh, there we go. Checking out Penn State. All right. I mean, that's one of the worst basketball teams on earth, but whatever, we won. A win's a win. We'll get better. Man, we're going to get torched when it comes into the heart of this Big Ten season. When we get like Michigan State, Indiana, Wisconsin, Ohio State. It's going to be ugly. Oh, Maryland. Maryland's going to beat on us. They're all on a clock, though. They got about 2, maybe 3 years where I wish them the best of luck. And then we're going to rip them a new one. Buckeyes got us at home. No worries, no worries. I guess the only thing I really got to do is not get fired. We'll see how that goes. I can't remember how many wins I was supposed to get, 10 or 15. Let's check that out real quick. Oh, above 500. Oh, that's going to be pretty tough. I don't think that we're going to qualify for the NIT or finish above 500. Unless we get real lucky. Because our team is just such hot garbage. Every single one of the freshmen that we just recruited, every one of them will start next year 100%. Guarantee it. Alright, so we got Iowa. We're on the road. This is probably not going to work out. No. Lost by 11. No surprise there. Man, I feel bad even having to stream this terrible year as we rebuild. But everything after this is going to be gold. So I cannot wait. I'm so excited to get these Cornhuskers going. I think this is, when you look at the Great Plains region, when you look at the Big Ten, this is a sleeping giant in my opinion. Because like you go to the Big Ten, all you got is Kansas and Texas. And I guess Texas Tech or whatever. Like Nebraska, at least in football, completely went off in the early 90s. And I think they can do the same exact thing in basketball. And that's what I'm trying to do in this save, is take them down that route in basketball. So, you know, you got Tommy Frazier back in the day. Like, that's what we're looking for. These guys that I just brought in, Hart and these other guys, like, that's our Tommy Frazier in the basketball world. And we're gonna go off. No, there's absolutely nothing worth noting on the current roster. Nobody. I think there's 1 3-star player and 2 guys that are 2.5 stars. What's actually worth, and we just got beat by Rutgers on the road by 5. What's worth noting this year is our Tulane players. So we are going to jump over and see how they're doing real soon. We're going to let's get through January 1st. Okay, so we beat Northwestern at home by 10. That's cool. No, we're not taking them to the Tulane route. The Tulane route was Sweet 16s. And that's great. But we're taking Nebraska to Final Fours and national championships. Guarantee it. Give me 5 or 6 years. I mean, it's a simulation game, so you can't like go crazy with the coaching or anything. It just is what it is. You make decent choices and try to recruit good players, and that's what leads to success, and that's 100% what we're going to do. If I'm not in a Final Four in like 6 or 7 years, I will be shocked. Bring your surfboards because it's going to get wild. I love it. Now, see, here's Michigan State. We're going to get absolutely reamed by them. And this is just going to be fuel for the fire. 21 points. Fuel for the fire, guys. We are going to beat them down eventually. I mean, Michigan State is about the best the Big Ten can put out. I mean, in any given year, Wisconsin can be good. Maryland is always much better in this game than they ever are in real life. But Nebraska's going to take them all out. I'm just like on a mission. It's going to happen. So we're almost through January. When we get into, I guess, February is probably a good time to take a look at Tulane and see how they're doing. I mean, obviously, so the problem is some of these coaches come in and want to change all of the offensive sets. So, like, the players don't perform as well. So we got beat down by Illinois. No shock there. So, you know, even if I was just at that school and just hitting the simulate button and not doing anything else, they would probably win more games than they're going to win. But I still want to check it out just because I'm curious. So we'll get to January and we'll check out Tulane. Make Tulane a non-conference rival. You know, I would, but the problem is, like, it's going to be like 2 years and they're going to be complete trash again. Like, we made 2 or 3 Sweet 16 runs and it barely affected their prestige. Now, that's one of the reasons that I left. Ah! A 1-point game on the road. We lost by 1 to Penn State. Wow. Uh-oh. Here we go. So Crosby has made a decision. I knew that we had that offer outstanding. I had forgotten about it. But here it is. So, are we bringing in a big man or are we still looking? Let's check it out. Ah! Crosby's coming. We got our big man. Cool. So now we can take a look here at our recruit class. Was he already on this list earlier? Whatever. I'm not paying all that much attention. I'm just trying to get through this year so that we can get to next year. I think I knew he was already coming. We're 6-11 though. This is so hideous. Iowa at Nebraska. That's interesting. Iowa at Nebraska. The Hawkeyes and the Cornhuskers. Woo! Took them down. I know Chris was asking about our players, so if you want to take a look real quick. Here's the players that we got this season. Mike Cohen is probably one of our better players, along with Erwin Holmes. Holmes is the only guy with 3 stars on the entire roster. Cohen has showed up more often on the high performers list. And I mean, you can just see, like, this team is total crap. They're absolute total crap. Every single one of the guys that we're bringing in next year will start. Because Cohen is a senior. Holmes is a junior. Holmes may start. Shoot, I wish we'd have brought in a center. But we only had four scholarships, so we can only bring in 4 players. So we did what we could. But, geez, this team is god-awful. Let's hurry up and finish this terrible season as quickly as possible. We're almost through January, so that's good. And guys, the best part about this entire day is gonna be this football game. Like, I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm getting wired up for it. Whew. I got so much nervous energy built up. I was hoping that maybe streaming would get some of it out. Just because, I mean, it takes a little bit to, like, be here on camera and talk and make things up to say the entire time. But, like, still got a lot of energy for this football game. It's going to be amazing. There's Tulsa stealing all my players. 7-11. There we go. 7-11. All right, let's go. We're headed into February. We're going to get down to the last couple of months. We'll get through this wretched first season. And then it's going to get lit. Well, Purdue Boilermakers coming on into Nebraska. Oh, and they take us out. Big road win for the Boilermakers. 8 points. Nice work. I do not know who the coach at Nebraska was before I got here, but they sucked. Oh, now we got to go on the road to the number 21 Minnesota Golden Gophers. It's going to be another absolute beatdown. Taking bets in chat right now. If you think this is going to be over under 12 points, shout it out quickly. We're not going 0-19 on stream. Nebraska versus the Gophers. I think it's going to be worse than 12. I'm going Minnesota minus 12. They're going to cover that. But if you got another bet, shout it out, Breeze. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Over 12. So you're taking Minnesota? 23. Holy. Whew. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, 14. So it was definitely over 12. Minnesota covered my imaginary spread. Wasn't quite 23. But to be honest, I have no idea how, because like our team is so wretched. Like, it's the worst basketball team I've ever seen on this game. So I don't know how they even kept it within. I don't know how they even kept it within 14. That's crazy. On the road, no less. Like, on the road, you would think they would just get beat down. Now, here we got IU coming in. They got a winning season record and a winning record in the Big Ten. 15-8 versus 17-3 coming into our place. I feel like they have to be favored. But I don't know what our spread is here. I'm going to go 7.5. 7.5 point spread. Who you got? Who you got, Random Task? Who you got, Breeze? We're going 7.5 points. Indiana minus 7.5. I'll put up my PayPal in a minute. Y'all can send money. All right, IU versus Nebraska. 7.5 point spread according to the experts. I called 7.5. I believe in you means nothing. 7.5 is just. Oh, you got Nebraska. Oh, okay. So random is going Nebraska as a win, a straight out win. I think Chris is too. I think IU's got this though. Okay. Here we go. My PayPal will be up after the chat. Just make sure you log in. And if you lose these bets, send me all the money you promised. I trust y'all. Here we go. IU versus Nebraska. Look at that. That was IU by 9. I called it 7.5. I mean, I don't want to say I told you so. Because that's what assholes do. And I'm not an asshole, but... Yeah, I don't have money either, Breeze. It's just a little fun, man. But still, that was a pretty close guess. I called 7.5 and then went by 9. Like, that's legit. Like, Random Task was way off calling me for the win. There was no way I was beating them. But give it a year or two, and we'll take care of it. Chris, I think we might need to turn this into a betting channel. I think we can make that work. Like, I had 2 decent lines already. I think I could keep it up. You never know. It could fail badly. All right, so we're in the middle of February. We're 7-14 on the year. Oh my God, we're terrible. Oh my God, we're terrible. Oh, Breeze, but you can bet on here. This is a no risk betting area. There's no money on the line. We're just having fun, dude. So throw your bets on out there. Fantasy standings. Yes, we could make bets. Listen, we can make bets and do it like the NFL pre-games where they do they bet the games every week and then keep their statistics over the course of the entire season. We could do that on the stream with these games. And that brings in the gamblers. I don't want to say it's an epiphany, but it's a good idea. All right, 7-14. Wisconsin, if the bet was real, I'd probably do a penny. Yeah. No, Breeze. I'm just talking about like doing bets like we're just betting. We throw out an over under. You say which team you want to choose, and then you either win or lose. And then we keep your ranking over the course of a season, or over the course of whatever, more than one season. I think that'd be cool. And that would get us more interaction in between, like, people in the chat and that sort of thing. All right, Nebraska at Wisconsin. Yeah, gentlemen's bets, 100%. Nebraska at Wisconsin. So Nebraska is 7-14. Wisconsin's 13-10. And this is at, Random Task. I think it would be a lot of fun, dude. Wisconsin 13-10. Nebraska is so awful. I'm going to give this one. Whew. What am I going to give this? I'm giving this 12.5 points. 12.5 points is the spread here. So let's see what we can get. Let's just try this out. I mean, there's only probably like 10 more games in this season. I'm going Wisconsin by 12.5. Who you got? So you're taking under. That means you're taking Nebraska. Chris, who you got? 12.5 points. Wisconsin or Nebraska? Wisconsin by under 12. Yeah. If the spread's 12.5 and Wisconsin wins by anything less than 13, then Nebraska, like the Nebraska bet wins. So you're calling you think Wisconsin will win, but by less than the spread that I'm throwing out. So you're basically betting on Nebraska. No, you don't have to ask Gary for anything. I'll be the expert odds maker here. So here we go. Nebraska Cornhuskers, Wisconsin Badgers in the Kohl Center, 2032. We're in the year 2032. Here we go. Wisconsin by under 12.5. Yeah. Wisconsin by 16. So Chris has the over. Random Task has the under. 12.5 is the spread here as Nebraska faces off the Wisconsin Badgers on the road. Oh, we'll see what happens. Woo, 17, Wisconsin. Wisconsin takes it. I told y'all it was Wisconsin. Wisconsin got it. Chris called 16. It was actually 17. That's a hell of a bet. We need to get money on this. Chris, figure out how to make PayPal work. You didn't get exact. You were one off. It was 17, wasn't it? But I gotta say, there's nothing I would appreciate more than turning this stream into a den of gamblers and just like bad stuff. I love that. Yeah, you were one off. That's alright. Alright, here we go. Look, we're 45 minutes out from this Louisville game. We gotta push it. But we got Nebraska. We got the Michigan State Spartans. They're 18-7 coming into the Pinnacle Bank Arena, where the Nebraska Cornhuskers are 7-15 on the year. Guys, Vegas has this at 14.5. 14.5. Who you got? $14.5. Chris, Random Task, Breeze, anybody else in here? 14.5 points. Who you taking? 14.5 points for the Spartans. So Michigan State minus 14.5. Where you going? Where's your bet? What do you got? All right, Chris has Michigan State covering 14.5. Random Task goes over. I assume that means Michigan State covering. It's not really an over-under. But I'm pretty sure he's calling Michigan State to cover that. 14.5. Ooh, I would probably agree with you. But you never know. Home court advantage is no joke. All right, so let's see what we got. Chris is calling Michigan State by 24. The Spartans are 18-7 on the year. I think I've already called all this. Let's do it. Oh, shoot. I picked the wrong button. Hold on. I'm going to exit out of this because I hit the wrong button for sure. All right, Michigan State, Nebraska, 12 points. Oh, so both Chris and Random lost. No, that was a 12-pointer. It was close on the spread, but we took care of business at home. That's what I'm talking about. Like these Cornhuskers, I didn't recruit them, but we know what's up. Like we're gonna hold it down once we bring our players in. Yeah, moral victory, blah, blah, blah. We're gonna get some real victories real soon as long as I don't get fired. I might get fired. 7-16 is ruthless. Breeze, the spread was 14.5. All right, ooh, hold on. All right, so we got Minnesota, the Golden Gophers, 18-7, coming in to play the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Once again, Pinnacle Bank Arena. Oh, what are we going here? I'm going with an 11 and a half points to Minnesota. So Minnesota would be minus 11 and a half. Who you got? Call it out in chat. Guys, we're getting close to the Louisville football game tonight. And I expect y'all all to watch it. Like, maybe that's a lot to ask for, but like I feel like y'all should all watch it. We hang out and play college basketball all damn day. Watch a football game with me. But also, call out who you got here in Minnesota versus Nebraska. This is 11 and a half points. Minnesota by 9. No way. No way. Breeze is going Golden Gophers by 11. But I think I called this 11 and a half, right? I called this 11 and a half. I think Minnesota takes it. This bet should be on LOL cover. All right, but it's 11 and a half. Ooh, I think Minnesota gets it. Let's see what we got here. Woo! Close game, 7 points. So Nebraska still lost. Minnesota only won by 7, though. So, let's see here. Let's just Breeze lost. Minnesota by 9. Nebraska covers. Chris called it closer than anybody else. Breeze had Minnesota by 11. So Chris called it 9. It ended up 7. So Chris was definitely the winner there. Yeah, so betting is just like you pick a spread, and whichever team is the plus is the underdog, and whichever team would be the minus would be the favorite. So, like, if you're saying, oh, I think the New England Patriots are going to win by 10, then it would be New England minus 10. But if you think, so, like, if the Patriots are playing the Packers, and you think the Packers then would be plus 10, where New England's minus 10, the Packers would be plus 10. So that's how that goes. Nebraska Cornhuskers 7-17 at Ohio State Buckeyes 12-14. This one is we're calling this 6.5 points. 6.5 points. Ohio State's the favorite. Who you got? Guys, I still got 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Ohio State, Nebraska. 6.5. Who you got? We haven't heard from We haven't heard from Random Task in a minute. Who you got, Random Task? Ohio State, Nebraska. 6.5 points. Ohio State's the favorites. Ohio State by 14. Oh, Chris is calling it big. Six and a half. Breeze, who you got? You might be right. I think it's going to be close, though. I think it's going to be close. I'll just say who will win by Nebraska by 4. No. So we're calling Ohio State 6.5. So that means if Ohio State wins by 7 or more, they win the bet. Anything less than that, Nebraska wins the bet. They've had a rough year. All right. So a lot of love for Nebraska here. A lot of love for Nebraska. Really pushing the Ohio State bets. So let's see how it goes. God, I can't wait till we monetize this. And it's Ohio State by 7. I called 6.5. Guys, I have played this game before. Ohio State by 7. So Breeze lost. Random Task kind of won, I guess. Chris really overstated what he thought OSU would do. But that was a win for Vegas. That was a win for Vegas. That was a win for cards. L1C4, baby. Yeah, they're having a bad year. Just look at the record. So what? I mean, here we go to Maryland. Now this, bad luck on bets. Yeah. This should be a beatdown. This is one of those games. Your boy's not putting a line on this. Vegas wouldn't either. Nobody's touching a game like this. This is Nebraska going into Maryland. Nebraska's 7-18. Maryland's 24-4. Excuse me. I'm sorry, but Jesus. Yeah, of course, the house always wins because the house knows what's up. All right. No sane person would put a bet on a game like this because it could go either way. Like, if Nebraska just shows up and pretends like they know how to dribble things that are round, maybe they play a decent game. But in reality, like, this is Maryland at home, 24-4 against the Nebraska Cornhuskers, 7-18. We're Vegas. Vegas is going 24 points on this. 24 points. Chris says they're going to win by 32. So he's taking the over. Vegas is calling 24 points here. Once Breeze or Random Task, either one of them, when one person chimes in, we'll go ahead and simulate. But I think Chris... Ooh. Alright, so Breeze is actually taking the under, and Random Task is taking the over. We're calling 24 points. So, anybody guessing over 24 is going Maryland. Anybody guessing under 24 is Nebraska. Breeze is on Nebraska. Chris and Random are both on Maryland. Let's see what we got. Guys, this shit is fun. I don't know if y'all are having fun. I'm loving this. Let's see what we get here. Nebraska. The Maryland Terps. 24-point spread according to the Cards International Book of Betting. Oh, what do we have? 21. That was 21, right? 75-54. Breeze is your winner. No, Breeze, you don't suck at anything, boy. You just won that bet. It was 21 points. Vegas called it at 24. Chris called it at 32. And it ended up at 21. So, yeah, that's a win as far as I'm concerned for Nebraska. Like, it's really kind of sad to me that my team is so bad that all I can do is sit here and call out, like, make up fake betting lines to see how much they lose by. But at the same time, like, it is what it is. We got what we got. So here we go. We're going to get Wisconsin at Nebraska. Wisconsin at Nebraska. Ooh, what should this be? This should be closer. Closer. I'm going to call it 8 points for Wisconsin. 8 points to Wisconsin. Let's see what we got. After we get two statements in chat, we'll roll on. But I'm going 8 points to Wisconsin. Nebraska is due, so Chris sees a big upset. Breeze and Random Task. What do y'all got? So Breeze is going with Nebraska. You'll take you'll take the 8 points. Oh no! Breeze is going Maryland, so he thinks they win by more than 8. Random's going with Nebraska, keeping it under 8. All right, let's see what we get. Here we go. Uncheck it. Nebraska beat their ass. Ha ha. What a game. What a game. Nice. So Nebraska gets a big win there. I mean, still only 4-14 on the season, 8-19 overall. I mean, they're pretty awful. But, heck of a win against the Badgers. And guys, when we get some of these recruits in, we're going to be way better. Just trying to find a way to have a little bit of fun with this season. Because there's really nothing else. Already rubbing off on the program, yeah. Yeah, I think so too. I agree with you there. We're about to take it to another level. And the first season when we bring in those recruits, we'll move it that way. The second season, it's just gonna be over. We're gonna take them out. Same way we did with Tulane. And, I was perfectly happy with Tulane. They were in a great conference, but the problem was they didn't quite have enough prestigious schools to beat. Like, the prestige just wasn't going up fast enough. And not only that, but if we want to get right down to it, I'm superficial, and I like teams that are like red and white and black. So Tulane being green was really a problem for me. No, the plus minus on bets is for the favorite. So the favorite is a minus and the underdog is a plus. So like if you've got I don't know, Nebraska and Iowa, if Nebraska is a 10-point favorite, it would be Nebraska minus 10 and Iowa plus 10. All right, looks like we're into March. We're almost done here. Thank God. This team is so bad. All right, guys, we got Michigan at Nebraska, rather. Sorry, Michigan at Nebraska. Michigan is 14-15, 7-12 in conference. All right, so what are we thinking here? I'm thinking Michigan by 7.5. So let's get our bets up. I'm favoring Michigan by 7.5. What's the over-unders? We only got 25 minutes. We got to... Breeze takes Michigan. One more bet and we simulate. I'll take the under. Random Task is taking Nebraska. And Chris is also taking Nebraska. So we're calling it 7.5. Let's see what we get. Michigan at Nebraska. Oh, Michigan beat their ass. Oh, 17. We can add 10 to that spread. So Breeze wins that bet against all of us. I did not think that would be 17. I have no idea how I beat Wisconsin. It's a great question, man. We're terrible, though. And I knew we were terrible. Yeah, that was that thing where like in Utah, where the pizza delivery place sent the pizza to MJ's room the night before the finals, and he got the fucking flu or whatever, or food poisoning. That's what we did. All right, here we go in the Big Ten tournament. So hopefully we lose this game and our year is over. That would be ideal. Penn State at Nebraska, but it's actually going to be it's actually going to be on a neutral court, but they're awful and we're awful. We're calling this 3 points for Penn State. Who you got? 3 points for Penn State. Where are the bets coming? When we get 2 out of 3, we're simulating. Penn State's 10-19 overall. It does not show their conference record here. We can check though. Four and 16. All right, so what do we call? Random Task is calling Nebraska. Chris and Breeze. No, Chris is going with a Nebraska win. And Breeze is going with a Nebraska win. So everybody is going with Nebraska. Yeah, if we called it 4.5, then Nebraska losing by 4 or anything better than losing by 4 would be a Nebraska win. So when we call it 4.5, if Penn State wins by 5 or more, Penn State wins that bet. And anything less, they lose. All right, here we go. We got the bet. The bets are in. Let's see what we got. I mean, we're losing. We won by 3. We won by 3. We called it 4.5. But we called it 4.5 on the other way for Penn State. So Nebraska, y'all all won, I think. Oh, hold on. We won. We won by 3. Oh, Jesus. Now we got to play Minnesota. I think at this point, all right, so we're about to play Minnesota. They should be a heavy favorite. And I'd love to call this out, but I think at this point we need to clarify the betting and all that sort of thing. So I'm not going to call anything out for this. I'm just going to play it. I'll let it do what it does, and we'll clarify all the betting later, because I think it's a really cool thing. It's really interesting. It kind of keeps you interested and intrigued in every game. So we can work on that. But for now, let's go ahead and play this. All right, Nebraska and Minnesota, I guarantee we're getting stomped by 20. Yikes. That should be the year. All right, so we've been beaten out of the Big Ten tournament. Our team was absolute trash, so we're done with that. And we're 15 minutes away from this Louisville-Miami football game. So I'm going to jump off of here. I will get through the rest of the season at some point, recruit some more players, bring more people in, all that good stuff. Like, we're going to go to the top of the mountaintop with Nebraska. But we're not doing it tonight. I appreciate you guys stopping by. I appreciate you checking out, as we called out the lines and whatnot, making some bets. I'll see if there's some way to continue that where there's no money involved and it's just more like fun or whatever. I'll get with Chris and we'll talk and see if there's some cool way to do that. But for tonight, I'm out of here. So thanks, guys. I appreciate y'all.